Hello people, I'm the Comic Book Gamer. Today I'm going to be reviewing Deadpool. So this is my non-spoiler review. If, later on down the road I might do a spoiler talk, who knows, we'll see. But this is no spoiler, so if you haven't seen the movie, you don't have to worry about it. But anyways, let's get into it. So, as you guys know from the trailers, the plot for this movie is we see that Deadpool's girlfriend has been captured, he's got to go and save her, and along with that we get Deadpool's origin story. Now, for the origin story, we get it Man of Steel style. Yes, I know Man of Steel wasn't the first ever movie to do that, but I'm just going to use that as an analogy. So, we get bits and pieces of the origin sprinkled in throughout the movie, so that way it's not going like, it's not going in order to where it's like, hey, we get the origin story, and then it leads up to the actual plot of the movie. No, it's not like that. It's like Man of Steel, how they have flashbacks, and it's really well done. I like it. I love it when superhero movies do that because it does make it less boring. Because, like, for the Spider-Man movies, it's just, come on. Like, when Amazing Spider-Man happens, I've already seen this origin, just, I want to see him be Spider-Man now. I want to see him be Spider-Man already. So with this, we get Deadpool, and then they'll flash back to before he was Deadpool. We get to see a cool, interesting origin, and also I really love the way the origin was done itself. Just they did a great job with that, and all the characters were great in this movie. The character development was really good between Deadpool and Vanessa being his girlfriend. And yeah, you really do feel for those two because there's a point in the movie to where Wade Wilson gets diagnosed with cancer, which, again, something we already knew because it's a huge part of the character of Deadpool, and it's in the trailers. I'm just saying that because there's the occasional idiot who will put in the comments, you spoiled something for the movie. No. Everyone knows Deadpool has cancer. Anyways, when that moment hits, it is pretty sad, and that's something I was really surprised about with this movie. There are a few emotional parts of the movie, and they actually land. I was not expecting that from this movie. When I was going into Deadpool, I was expecting just to laugh a lot and for some cool action, but turns out there's emotional scenes too, and they did a great job. All the acting is great. The cast is fantastic. All the characters, like, they all get good character development and everything. The villain's not the best villain ever, but he's good. He's not amazing. He's not like the next Joker or anything, but he's good. He's fine. He's not bad at all. He's better than pretty much every Marvel villain besides, like, Loki. He's better than most Disney Marvel villains, I mean. And, yeah, just the characters were great. Specifically, the main character, Deadpool himself, is just perfect. Ryan Reynolds nails Deadpool. He needs to get an Oscar for this. No, he never will, because Deadpool won't be considered for anything in the Oscars, but Ryan Reynolds, the man, nailed it. This is his passion project. He's been wanting this movie for like the past 11 years, and he should definitely just be rewarded some way because his performance was absolutely perfect. Everyone else did great as well, but his was so perfect. The jokes, they're really meta, and like they're very self-aware, these jokes, and it's really cool because it's just like Deadpool in the comics. They reference a lot of stuff from pop culture. They reference Batman, they reference Blade 2. There's so many different things that they reference, and I love it, and it's so great. Very few jokes didn't land. There were some that just I didn't find funny, but very few. Majority of the jokes landed, and that was great to see because it'd be pretty awkward if Deadpool's just, spewing out jokes and just they're not funny at all. They did some good physical humor as well. The action is top notch. It's fun. It's great. I love the action, the way it was done. They do some creative things, like there's a scene to where Deadpool has a limited number of bullets because he forgot to pack all his ammo, and so he's just counting each time he kills a guy. He's like, oh, there's one bullet, there's two. It's great. I thought that was pretty cool how they did that, and yeah, there were very few things I didn't like in this movie. The only things I could say is, like I was saying earlier, a few jokes didn't land, but very few didn't, and the CGI seemed a little off at sometimes, but I can forgive the movie for that because this had a very small budget for a blockbuster superhero movie. It only had $58 million as a budget, so yeah, I can understand the CGI not being perfect. Colossus's CGI was perfect, however. He looked great, but Deadpool, sometimes he'd be doing something acrobatic, and you could really tell it was CGI. But yeah, that's basically my only complaints about it. I love the movie. The story's pretty good, much better than I was expecting. The emotional moments actually hit like they're supposed to. Also, this movie has like probably the best Stan Lee cameo ever. I love it. And yeah, just all the characters are great. The story's really good. The humor's perfect. Just there's not really a whole lot I could say that I didn't like about this movie. I loved it. Overall, I'd give it a 9 out of 10, and I definitely recommend you guys go and see it. I'm going to go see it a second time, definitely, maybe a third, because I love this movie so much. It was my most anticipated movie of 2016, and it definitely it met to the hype. It met my hype, and that's pretty exciting to say for me because most of the movies, well, it's been a while since a superhero movie has actually met my expectations, and this movie did, and that's just awesome. I loved it. Anyways, again, you guys should go see it. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Deadpool if you've seen it, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.